Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So, Karuna, maybe we can talk on the signal later. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, if you're into it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srila Sadi Gora Bhaktavinda. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda. Let's see here. Read a little bit here. It's getting a little bit late for everybody, I think, including me. Let's see, a little Chaitanya Charitamrita here. The loving dealings between Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannananda Pandit, Chapter 12 of Anchalila. O devotees, Jai Srila Prabhupada. O devotees, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted, and meditated upon with great happiness. Word for word. Shri Yatam, let it be heard. Shri Yatam, let it be heard. Nityam, always. Giyatam, let it be chanted. Giyatim, let it be chanted. Muda, with great happiness. Chittayatam, let it be meditated upon. Chittayatam, let it be meditated upon. Bhaktaya, O devotees, or bhaktaha, O devotees, Chaitanya Charitam Ritam, the transcendental life and characteristics of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. I like that word, the transcendental life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See? That life was his energy. See, his life was love, actually, love for Krishna. He wanted to show this is real life, love for Krishna. See? And is also his real life is his activities, his expressions, his knowledge of uncommon Krishna conscious realization and understanding. He is his life also. He gives his life. See? A lot of people think, do you know that Jesus died for your sins? Well, maybe he did. But I know Lord Caitanya lived to give us life. He lived his activities, his pastimes, the qualities he exhibited, his characteristics. He lived to give us that life. In that life of ecstatic attraction to those transcendental virtues. I know that. That sounds better to me. I like the way Lord Caitanya saved people by giving his life. Yeah. And so it's continued because the devotee is saying, may that, transcendental life of Lord Caitanya, which is the book. It's the book. It's meant to be heard, right? And chanted. May the transcendental life, of Lord Caitanya, his life, his ecstasy, his pastimes, be heard, meditated upon. Okay, let's go. That's all you need is that path. You don't need anything else. You just need one thing. You need attachment to his life, his qualities, to be able to discern those virtues, to be able to taste them and relish them and live on them as food and nourishment. Then you can really follow this path. Otherwise, you'll give it up for lack of taste. See, we're here to provide that taste. That is our job. Awaken people's natural love for Lord Caitanya. Look how many people it's done here. It's a beautiful verse. See, let it be heard, always, always. See, always doesn't mean you have to be fanatic. Always, daily. It's like you eat 3 times a day. Why not eat this way 3 times a day? And in between, meditate on these verses when you're walking down the street. Great verse, love the verse. All glories to Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is all merciful, and all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, who is an ocean of mercy. See, the Lord is so merciful and so kind, even though we may be filled with bad qualities, even envies and jealousies, competitions, attachments. The Lord still, he's all merciful. If you come to the devotees, he will give you also devotion. If you come, sees that. Okay? And then all you have to do is yearn for this happiness, just like, desire to give up this other stuff, man. Whatever's in the, what Raganuga Bhakti is? And this, the devotees, they need to learn this principle here, is you engage in devotional service that facilitates your bhakti. See, devotional service facilitates our bhakti. So, and you give up, you let go, or at least desire to let go. Pray to Krishna to let go of all the obstacles, the stuff that's in the way of us being happy in Krishna consciousness, happy in the association of devotees. At least want that. Yeah. Otherwise, it comes up over and over again to give us a chance to let go of these things. Yeah. Yeah. If you wonder why am I not happy in Krishna consciousness here, even in our Sangha? Or why am I sometimes happy and sometimes very sad and unhappy? Well, those other times are the times because there's obstacles, there's things in us that are hindering our being more steadily attracted to the Lord. And those we should pray to give them up. We may not even be able to give them up. We just pray for the desire to give them up. Yeah. If it's in the way, man, it's got to go. Yeah. See, don't let these obstacles be the end of you, and take you away from Krishna consciousness. See? Yeah, these are like demons. This is very interesting. Starting to realize certain things here. See, the quality of the demons in us is they want to take us away from devotional service. They want to destroy our relationships with the name. They want to, tasting the name. They want to destroy our relationships with devotees. That's our little demons inside. We have to acknowledge, if we see these symptoms in ourselves, we have to admit we got these symptoms, that they're little demons inside. We have to identify it. Like, remember, you have to name it. You have to identify it. See? And then you can begin. Then it can go. But if you don't acknowledge these demons inside, and they're giving you problems time and time again, what can be done? You have to acknowledge that. Oh, this is in my way. Oh, Lord, please take this obstacle away from me so I can be happy in your devotional service consistently, not just once in a while. And then I go into this other thing, when the demons come up and they just start wreaking havoc with our relationships, with the holy name, and with our relationships with the devotees, with our friends, or whatever we're involved in. If you're thinking, well, he's talking about me. Well, if it fits, it fits. I'm trying to, the Lord's inspiring me to try to help people get over these. How else are you going to get over them? These things come up over and over again, and you don't even know that they're a hindrance. You don't even know. I mean, you don't realize. I see this in devotees. They have these demons. They're like they actually, it's destructive, man. It's conditioning. You can call it conditioning or demons, whatever, traumas. But inside, and they don't know. You gotta want to let go of them. Otherwise, they stay attached. I mean, he's like, and people say, "Oh, I just want this to go," but you don't want it to go. You don't you want the demons inside. You got to go. Hey, be gone. I want this out of me. I'm sick. I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with messing up my life. These things messing up my life, man. Taking me away from Krishna and the devotees and devotional service and mess and destroy. You see movies about this stuff, don't you? The movies of people that are traumatized and they become alcoholics or they destroy their relationships, all that. Those are the demons inside. You got to want to get them out. You got to pray to the Lord to get them out. Otherwise, they're going to take you out. Don't let these demons inside destroy this great mercy you're getting here in this Sangha, for God's sake. Whoever you are, don't think that this, yeah, man, it's a crisis. These demoniac things inside you are trying to destroy your real life here with real devotees, with real devotion, with real chanting the holy name in ecstasy, staying with that in a loving relations with your brothers and sisters. How else can Krishna help you? How, if you don't acknowledge, man, this is, these are offenses against Guru, makes me offensive, I'm jealous, all these things. What can Krishna do? Oh yeah, I'm going to chant. I don't really want to get rid of it. I haven't identified these things yet, and I don't want to listen to Gaur about it. Because he's not, and this stuff just keeps coming up again and again and again, and every other day it's coming up again and again and again. I don't know why this is coming. There's so much. This is never going to end. Of course not. You haven't identified. You haven't acknowledged it. You haven't said, "Man, I got to do something. I got to get into some kind of action on this one. This is causing me problems. Can I get some help from the devotees?" Instead of staying with it. God, do you want to change? Well, what can be done if you don't want to change? You think, oh, I'm just going to chant it away, but I don't really, in my heart, really want to get rid of it. I'm telling you, man, some of this stuff is very stubborn in devotees. It can be so easy. That's why you devotees with that stubbornness the Lord Caitanya taught this too. The only way out of your offenses against devotees is to fill your mouth with the glories of devotees. Fill your mouth with the glories of Shama Sundari and Fanny and Amy and those non-envious devotees. That's why they're here, to give us a chance. Because envy does not get into the kingdom of God. Material envy, it's opposed to it. Anger, envy, hatred. So, okay, if anybody's got this, then you better be praying to change, because that ain't going to the kingdom. That's why it keeps coming up and up in the devotees. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Don't you see I'm traumatized? And the trauma comes up and I'm really into it. Well, why don't you pray together? Oh, yeah. No. It's your fault. It's this, it's that. And this person, no, they're going place and I got to stay here. Count your blessings. I don't want to count my blessings. What the hell is this? Don't you want Krishna? I mean, Krishna's even given himself to devotees here in spite of these problems. And they wonder why. You better start counting your blessing, because what the heck can Krishna do? He gives you ecstatic love. He gives people, so much grace here. And you want to keep these things. You want to keep acting like this. You won't do anything about it. Won't go to, whatever is necessary to help you, to get the devotees' help. A lot of devotees can help here on these things. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what else to do other than, just discuss these things, identify these demons inside, so to give you a chance to say, man, I'm fed up with them. I'm fed up having my devotional service railroaded. then there's no excuse. We have the tools, we have the holy name and all that stuff. And you wonder why, if after you go and you mess up all your relationships here, and you wonder why I'm chanting and I don't feel anything, because you're offensive to friggin' devotees. You offended everybody. You know, what do you expect? That's one of the greatest things that you cannot chant your way out of offenses against devotees like that. You know, a guru, aparadhs, you're doing all these people doing all these aparadhs. And you wonder, why am I chanting? Well, come on, what can I do? Can I just tell you what the problem is? Because I'm talking to somebody, obviously, you know, I'm just going to talk to the air, okay? Yeah, obviously you're not getting it. So who the heck's going to help you? Even my students can't really help you very well. They don't tell you the friggin' truth. Oh, you just tried positive thinking and all that. No, you just need to know you got demons inside and you're offending devotees. And that's why you chant Hare Krishna in that mood. And you wonder, you don't feel any ecstatic devotion. You know, you do Guru Aparadhs, your Guru, blah, my Guru, blah, blah, blah. And you expect that Krishna's going to give you bhakti? No, he's going to give you the truth if you give you a chance. I mean, I can't, that's all you can do. You have to know what's going on inside, man. You got to admit, I got this stuff inside. I got trauma. I want to do something. I want something to be done. Can you help me? Like I said, Govinda, you can go and help this person. She could, and no, I don't need that. False ego shit, Come on, man. It's so if I felt any sadness, it really would be sad that when people get the gift of the holy name and attraction to Krishna, and then they don't give a shit. I just want to offend everybody. It's okay to do that. Oh, I want to be envious and jealous of all the people that getting good fortune in the Sangha. Come on, man. I'm happy I identified this. And hopefully somebody will understand what I'm talking about. So you can go and pray to the feet of the different Vaishnavas here. They're here to help devotees having problems like that. For God's sake, take advantage. And otherwise, what did the thing people talking? Well, I just commit suicide. Oh, yeah, that's the easy way out, huh? Instead of just facing these things and doing the hero's journey, man, and becoming a real devotee. When you have everybody has all the tools here to go back to Godhead 10 million times. There's no reason. You get classes every day. Lord Caitanya would just meet somebody, give them the holy name, then they get some attraction, then he'd go. And who knows how long it would take them to perfect the chanting of holy name. Look at us all. We're getting so much mercy here. All of us, including Gaur Das. There's no excuse. So don't let these bad things, negative demoniac qualities inside derail you, whoever you are. There's no reason not to be happy in Krishna consciousness with all this facility. So that's Lord Caitanya taught this. There was a devotee who had envy in his heart, and he was criticizing Lord Caitanya, and Sarvabhauma said, and the Lord saved him. See? So anyway, this is I don't know, man. I don't know what else to do when I have the devotees say, I got this problem. And I say, well, what? Oh, no, I didn't want to. No, it's just this. It's just trauma. It's just trauma. Listen to my trauma all day long. Let's just get into the trauma. Why don't you just want to change? Just change your life. This is a terrible reality. We create our reality in many ways. How about a little positive thing? Then create a positive reality, man. That's better than that's why the idea of the mode of goodness is to get you in a little better space. Even in AA, they try to get you in the mode of goodness, get you like positive thinking and stuff like that, and also higher power. So I don't know, maybe people, I mean, Sachi works with stuff like that, and, it looks like it's needed. So don't, I mean, don't, whoever you are, don't let the demons inside take you out of this grand opportunity. Start, why identify with them so much? And this is the way not to do it, is be with the devotees here, serve the devotees, hear from the devotees, praise the devotees, praise their quality. I mean, that's what I do. I've committed offenses myself. And Lord, I just follow Lord Chaitanya's instruction. He said, those who have offended pure devotees, then the only remedy is to fill your mouth with the praises of those devotees. Sincere praises. Sincere, real. I mean, when I praise somebody, I'm not bullshitting them. I'm saying the truth, man, that these are the qualities I'm seeing. I'm not going to give any feigned bullshit diplomatic thing. There are beautiful qualities in devotees that are manifesting here. It's my greatest happiness to do that, and that you can learn from the devotees here. So stop holding on to that dark stuff. It's dark matter, man. It's mode of ignorance, terrible stuff. So I just say this, I don't know. I'd like, if people wonder, why am I always going through this all the time? Why isn't it going? Why isn't it going? Because you don't want it to go. You haven't named it yet. You haven't identified. You're envious, man. You're jealous. And you're jealous of people's good fortune. That is the worst thing. So now we identify. Let's do something about it, for God's sake. Don't no, I'm going to do this again. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, no problem. It's your fault. It's your fault. I'm envious. It's your fault. I have trauma. Come on, man. That's another fault. Putting it out on others, that it's their fault that you have problems and you're miserable. These are the weeds of the Bhakti Lata bees. See, people, you're lucky you got the Bhakti Lata bees, whoever you are, and you know who you are. You're lucky. And these are the kind of weeds that break the Bhakti creeper. Break it. Snap it. And you want that? Come on, man. Don't do that. Have some respect for God in your own heart. I was chanting the qualities of Prahlad Das recently, and straight away, beautiful, beautiful effulgence appeared. Oh, another nice. Yeah. So that's why you see, Lord Caitanya said, you must cut these things down immediately, especially when it gets like that. When you start thinking, like, I want to get out of here, I want to leave this planet, that's bad, man. This is crisis work. I'm doing crisis work now, divine intervention. People might not like it who I'm talking with here, but this is radical, man. Got to do some radical, the person's ready to leave the planet. Why do that? Why let those demons inside win? You have the tools, pick them up, for God's sake. You got the holy name, and you got a guru, and you got the Vaishnavas. Pick up these tools, and there's no excuse not to make it through all our problems that we have in advancing in devotional service. There's no excuse. Otherwise, you're just copping out. It's a cop-out, man. So don't do that to yourself or the God inside you. You've got the holy name, and if you can't chant it, you wonder, why am I not attracted today? Why not? Well, God, you just have to just go and say, fill your mouth with the glories of the Vaishnavas. And just say, and identify. I'm trying to help people that are like that identify these demons inside. You haven't seen them. All they do is rule over you, motivate you, push you to act in ways against bhakti, terrible ways. offensive ways, envious ways. And there's no reason. Krishna is giving you certain people, which I'm amazed, more mercy than a lot of others. So, take advantage. That's all I have to say, and then I'm going to move on. Anything you want to say there, Govinda? Are you? I don't know if I'm hearing you. Maybe it's me. Let me check. It might be my. Let me see here. No, it should be. Okay, you try. Try say something now. I think it might be your microphone because I'm not hearing. I mean, there's nothing, no sound at all. Go off and come back on. Maybe it's something like that. Hare Krishna. Yeah, no sound from Govinda. Okay. Electroshock there. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it gets to that point. Gohari, you need to say a lot. Don't hold on to this stuff in ourselves and others. Yeah, yeah. You just, just have to kind of. Okay, let's see. Govinda comes. All right, I'll read another verse. I don't know if I'm in the mood anymore, but let's see. Yeah, I guess I have to go into something else because my mood has changed. Let's go back to the questions by the sages. So this is text number 2. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavat Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. There we go. Is your sound working now? Let's check it. You didn't have any sound before. No sound. Did you unplug the thing and back, unplug it and then put it back in, maybe? Reboot it also. Okay, well, anyway, it is what it is. I'll just continue to read. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavat propounds the highest truth which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. Yeah, and so the Lord has given us this chanting in ecstasy and attraction. See, which purifies our heart more and more and more. But sometimes there's these stubborn things inside. See, that's they need to be cut down somehow or other. Especially when they're not going, and you haven't, they're giving problems. Everybody should see in their devotional service. Okay, what's hindering me from really being happy in Krishna consciousness? Well, why am I not happy? Or if you're really nice and satisfied, show in a steady state. You like to chant. Nobody has to be perfect. Yeah, you like to chant. You feel your relationship is developing with Krishna without hindrances much. If there is a hindrance, you get over it. But it's not like a big mountain every other day. This big mountain comes, and I'm never getting over it. I'm never getting over it. Come on, then there's a problem. We got to do something about it. Some surgery is needed. otherwise, otherwise, the big problems, man. See, so and then our heart gets purified, more and more purified, and we understand the Bhagavatam. We can relish the Bhagavatam. We understand the essence of the Bhagavatam. And you don't have to be anything special. I mean, I think these classes are pretty good that are given here by this fool, Gaurari. I ain't nothing perfect. But just chanting in ecstasy, I'm very happy in Krishna consciousness. I'm very happy to be with the devotees. If I have a problem with devotees, I try to, straighten it out. So I mean, I can see in my own there's some progression here, and I love these verses of getting, attraction is there. See, so we all need to look at our thing. Okay, well, what is it? What is this hindrance? Now, otherwise, if you get into just blame and it's this person, they're like a Democrat. The Democrats are like that, and these are demons inside them destroying the world. That's why you see the world as being these things inside us that are like the blame stuff, and that's why the government. You know why the government is here is for them. They need to be governed by, even though the government is not very good. They need to be governed because they got a lot of demoniac stuff inside and they're less intelligent. So there's no excuse really to be like that here. Otherwise, you'll be governed still by those qualities, and you'll lose your Krishna conscious elevation. See, when the blame thing is the worst thing. You notice the persons who make advancement, they take responsibility here. It's very important. You gotta, like, what do they call it? Make amends and own up to things and stuff like that. It's very important because otherwise you don't acknowledge it's everybody else's fault that you're miserable. How can you make progress? Real good, solid progress. But it's always everybody else's fault why one is miserable. He said, she said, action, reaction in the modes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, so anyway, toughen it up, just sticking it out. If you really want Krishna, then you'll want Krishna more than you'll want these demoniac things inside. That's all that's required. You have the tools, you have association with devotees. Apologize to all the devotees if you've been offended them and been mean to them. Chant the holy name, and your heart will get more and more pure. You'll feel more and more ecstasy. Yeah. And if this stuff comes up, yes, look at me. I'm blaming others again, and I'm really getting into that blame thing. I really like that blaming. It's really easy. Let's keep that going. But I'm going to chant, and I want it to go away. That it's not even logical. You want to chant, and you want the blame to continue on. That's why I say, you got to be. Krishna's looking in your heart. Do you really want to get rid of this? That's all. He's just looking. Do you really? That's why I was, I was pinpointing this. I was really looking good. Okay, what is the thing? Why isn't this going? Person still doesn't have the resolve to really want to give it up. Doesn't have the intention. Not praying to Krishna. Krishna, I don't want this envy anymore. It's messing up my whole life. I'm losing everything. I don't want it anymore. See, Krishna's looking for that, and then he'll take it away. I'm tired of being envious of the good fortune of others, this highly jealous. I don't want this. He's looking for that, not half-hearted. Oh, yeah, great, Krishna, great. Just take it away, but I don't really want, I like holding on to it. As soon as it's back, I just want to grab onto that and just get really into it, like really enact that. Sorry, man. Krishna's looking for more sincerity on that, and he will help. That's called some faith. He does me. If I really want to get something, he'll help. But if I don't really want to get rid of it, then, well, what kind of you don't really want to get rid of it. Krishna's, a relation. It's like a genie. Can you imagine? You get a wish from a powerful genie, right? You get one wish or three wishes. Say three or one. Okay. Genie comes, says, "What would you like?" Well, I think I want to be. I think I want. I don't know. Not really sure. I think I want to be happy. And well, that's not a good analogy. But you need to identify with what you want. To tell a genie, this is what I want. Usually people think they want something beautiful and positive. Like, the thing is, in this situation, it's like more what you don't want. Like, I don't want this stuff is in the way. You already have. I mean, I think so many people here, those having problems included, have Krishna. You have, the greatest treasure in the world, and you like it. So you have what you want. So what's in the way of what you want more of? These things. So you ask Krishna, the great genie, to take away these obstacles. So envies, jealousies, and the blame game. It's all everybody's fault for type stuff, and being very and pointing out the finding fault with devotees to try to make them feel bad. That kind of stuff is not right, man. It's you want to get rid of it. See, I don't know. Maybe the person needs some little help with naming these demons. Like, in the Catholic Church, when they can name the demon, you can get rid of it. Well, maybe this will help to name these negative qualities, whatever you want to call it. These negative qualities, they cause traumas. They cause us to act in a way that causes reaction, and not a good reaction. Could knock you out of devotional service. Yeah, and Krishna will take them away. He will, because you got attraction to the name. So use it, man. Otherwise, what is this? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna, what do you call, there's a name for this. What is a name? Handle with kid gloves, people here, like, hey, man, there's no, use the name. Use the devotees in the right way. Use them to help you get over the obstacles. Praise their good fortune. And then chant the holy name. Your heart will become more and more purified. And then you'll stay more and more steady with Krishna. But this thing doesn't fly. You got to be honest, man. Be honest. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not getting enough of Krishna. But I don't like you. You do this. Oh, Guru, you're. Oh, I'm not getting enough of Krishna. Well, God darn it, wake up, man. Why are you? There's a reason why you're not getting enough of Krishna. Look at what you do towards Vaishnava. Lord Caitanya is teaching exactly what I'm teaching now, practically. We're doing it again. You need to be devoted. It is so important. That's why he taught it back then. He says, I can't do anything. If you commit offenses towards devotees, you criticize them, or you're jealous of them and all of that, the only remedy is to fill your mouth with the glories of the devotee. Apologize. And then you will make steady progress. That's a big obstacle. If you wonder why I'm not getting enough of Krishna, well, that's the reason. There's no reason to not get enough of Krishna when you're following properly in the path. Is that true, Govinda? You notice? Does that work? Yeah, it's simple, So I always got to be the bad guy. You guys, you just positive, and I got to be the bad guy. Okay, so I'm the bad guy today. Tough love, huh? By offending Guru and the devotees, you will never. Yeah, I mean, well, see, with Krishna, he's so merciful. Lord Caitanya is so merciful. Even people that are offending devotees and Guru still get the mercy. I mean, my Lord's like that, and I just want to help a little bit to get that out. So that's I'm amazed at the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, because generally it's not like that until he came, and in our line, I don't want to lose anybody. I want to keep everybody here. I want to keep them in the game, playing ball. I don't want people to get knocked out by some little demon stuff inside. Let's identify and get rid of it, man. You can get rid of it. You pray to Krishna. If the person I'm talking to, I can't, say, I don't need to mention names or anything, but they know. If you would just admit that envy there, and not, sometimes, what I hear, let me tell you the excuses. And since we're on this anyway, oh, well, I'll give up the envy if the other person will give up, and if they'll do it. What? No, forget about them. It's about you. What kind of that's not even proper reasoning. I'm going to here to defeat that lot. That's bad logic. I'll give up my envy if they will give up theirs and all that. Forget about, you got to deal with yours on your side of the street, as they say in those groups, right? Their side of the street is their problem. You have a big problem right now, and especially if you say, I'm always traumatized. I get triggered. Everybody says something. I'm triggered. It just comes up again and again and again. Instead of thinking it's negative, that's a beautiful thing. That's Krishna is trying to help you get over the same damn thing. It's not like there's a big mountain of all these other things. No, two things: envy of devotees and jealousies, big time. And finding fault with devotees and guru. Those two things, I'll work with you to give those up if you really want them. If you really, and then everything will be beautiful, wonderful. You'll get what you really want. Just two things. It's not so hard, just two things. And there may be mountains because you fed that wolf, you fed it, you keep feeding it. Nobody has really pinpointed it. Now we're pinpointing it. It's coming to a head. We're popping the pus boil here. And let the pus out so it can heal. Otherwise, it's a perpetual thing. No wonder you want to leave. People like that want to leave. I don't blame you. Keeps coming back and it makes you miserable. Why are you feeding that? Why are you feeding those negative demoniac things? Why feed them? No, identify them and kick them out. Krishna will help you. Yeah, exercise the demon. This is how you do it. You have to identify them. I think we have. And the other person needs to identify. I mean, the one that's dealing with this stuff internally. Just have to exercise. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. That is not good. This is a covering. It's a covering, negative covering. Mode of ignorance, man. Very ignorant too. That's why, a lot of people don't come here. You see, the Lord has people generally that are non-envious coming, or they may have some elements, it's just, but that's got to be dealt with at some point. Right? Okay. What else here? Yeah, the highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. See, the reality is the reality of devotees. You need to know what is real. Devotees are non-envious. Prabhupada even said, Prabhupada says a real Vaishnava, non-envious. Oh, look at many of my godbrothers. They're envious of me. They're not even Vaishnava yet. It's the truth. See, reality distinguished from illusion. A lot of people believe, no, those godbrothers that had the envy that Prabhupada identified. Oh, no, they're worshipable. See? Illusion, right? How are you going to follow the real Bhagavatam? You need the guru to identify these things, to help you. Because most people are overrun by these anarthas. It causes weakness of heart. Bad thinking. Even Lord Caitanya helped Sanatan. Sanatan was thinking, oh, I'm going to commit suicide because my body is not good for devotional service anymore. And Lord Caitanya says, stop thinking like that. If I could give up Krishna, if I could give up this body to attain Krishna, I would give up millions, but I can't. I got to give it. I got to hear and chant and remember about Krishna. And here we got the association of devotees to do that. So it's my duty to kind of straighten out some bad thinking, bad logic. Not thinking properly. Oh, Krishna, I just want to be free of this, but I don't want to be free of this. Look, I just want to continue to act like that. I want to hold on to my envies and jealousies and all that. I want to continue finding faults with devotees. I want to blame them for me. I want to continue, but Lord, take it away. But don't take it away. What kind of stuff is it? What is it? You want him to take it away or not? Where's your resolve? See, that's why I said, I was watching this person says, oh, I just want to just take it away. And I saw this sinister smile. But don't, yes, because I get juice from this. What kind of juice are you getting? Man, it's destroying your life, these things. Destroying your relationships. So come on, we got to identify. Let's get Krishna now. Okay, identified. Okay, can you see it? I mean, if you listen here, don't be thinking, oh, go, he's just always blaming me. He's always triggering me. He's this. Don't you see the point? What am I saying? Why am I saying this? People are saying, I want to be happy. Well, okay, I think this is good instruction. Envy, jealousy's got to go. Fault finding of the devotees who are trying to help you and give you good advice and mercy, it's got to go. Blaming others, got to go. You get rid of those things, you're going to be happy in Krishna consciousness, man. You're going to be really satisfied. You're going to be chanting every time you call Krishna, will be there. You'll get all protection, and this other stuff will be gone forever. Take this opportunity, and don't tell me this, otherwise the demons won. The demons inside you won. Don't let them win. Let Krishna win. Don't let them take you out. That's what they do. The demons, they destroy everything. And if we got some of those residues, you got to say, please, you take this out of me. Jesus, when he exorcised many of these demons, the guy said, what would you like me to do? Get this out of me. Yeah, that was a different situation there. The Lord was just trying to calm the guy down. Or Swarab Damodar was. Okay. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. Do you see? If you can see, this is one of these miseries. See, this is miseries of the mind and the body and the emotions. Is ignorance, not distinguishing. This is illusion. Why am I harboring this in my heart? Why am I cultivating this? Why am I feeding this wolf that's eating me up and eating everything else up? Why? You're a devotee of Krishna. A real bona fide guru. You have bona fide association, real sadhus in your life. You hear all the day. You got so many blessings. See? So and help identifying what's in the way. My goodness, count your blessings, everybody. See, this beautiful Bhagavatam compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity is sufficient in God realization. Very sufficient. Yeah, the book is sufficient. Yet it needs a devotee to speak it who's mature in their understanding. Right? The great sages came to Sutta Goswami and says, "Oh, Sutta, yeah, I know what you mean there. That's why I'm trying to say the struggle has to be that you have to really see. Yeah, you're welcome. See, so sometimes there's tough love. And I don't like people struggling, but you have to know what you're struggling with. You have to identify the enemy inside, within. If you don't, the enemy just keeps wreaking havoc in you, and you keep giving it energy. See, you give it energy and you don't think nothing of it. And then you take energy from the devotees to feed it. It's like a battery. You can spend hours keep feeding the thing and the devotees keep listening, here. So I'm here to nip it in the bud, man. It's at that point, the person's already thinking about, checking out. So we got to do emergency surgery here. Save a life. I don't think give a person a chance. Can't you see? This is destroying you, and it's not necessary. It's unnecessary. See, highest truth distinguished from illusion. See, that's illusion. It's illusion to feed that kind of blame thing. That's, that's envies and jealousies and all that. Don't feed that anymore. You identified it. Now, vigilantly pray to Krishna. Do it. Go to 12-step programs with Govinda or whatever, Whatever you can do to you might need some intermin work. You see, he's a really good, steady devotee now. Obviously, this stuff helped him, right? Before. See? So it'll help you because a lot of people having these problems haven't done that. Yeah, same thing with Shama Sundari. She's very good at working with a false ego. She knows she takes responsibility, but some people in their sangha are weak in that. See, but thing is, if you keep feeding this thing, you destroy your relationships with the devotees, and then you can't even get any help from them. So this is a very big problem. But we've identified it. I've identified it. All it takes is the person going through this to start to see. You see, the Srimad Bhagavatam is this, what we're talking about here, is the highest truth distinguished from illusion. That's illusion, man. That's the mode of ignorance. Finding fault with devotees is not what Lord Caitanya does. He may have found fault, or the devotees do, to find the fault so they can get over it. The fault made you fall in a hole. So many devotees have fallen in a hole. Many Vaishnavas, thousands, millions of them, cannot get over to this spontaneous platform simply because of being in the fault. As soon as they see ecstatic devotion, they criticize it. That's a fault. That keeps them out of this. And it's, why it perpetuates? Because their gurus can't teach them that this is praiseworthy ecstatic devotion. It's the most wonderful thing in the universe. And it's being given here. It's like we're handing out jewels. We're handing out treasures here. This attachment, spontaneous, ecstatic attachment, we're giving it out. And the gurus are saying, don't go over there. We don't want that. That's not treasure. That is an illusion that they're preaching to you. This is the greatest treasure of Krishna consciousness, and it's only given when the order is given. I got the order in 1996 from the Parampara and Krishna to give this jewel out, and my work is to convince people that we're honorable in that work, and honest in this work, and genuine, have genuine prema. I'm working my butt off, but not really. It's easy for me. It's ecstatic. If I were working my butt off, that would be like this. Praising the truth. Giving the real Bhagavatam. To say some people in this Sangha is not really identifying. They sum their gurus who are talking about. No, I'm not talking about in this Sangha. I'm talking about outside now. Vaishnavas in like ISKCON and all these people. If you have a guru, see, I'm here to teach the highest truth. That's a fact. Here to awaken the highest truth with the help of my friend. And you guys, team effort here. Okay? I have to, we have to identify these things. This is the highest truth is ecstatic devotion. It's the highest treasure in life. The highest goal is love of God. Chapter 23, you can read. Highest goal of life, chapter 23 of Madhya Lila. Life's ultimate goal is love of Krishna, devotional mellows, and that's what we got here. The goal is attained by being in association with devotees who have attained the goal, not by chanting your 1 lakh amongst devotees who have not attained the goal. That'll take you much longer. The shortcut is come into the association of ecstatic devotees and chant with them. And if we have some of these difficult things with your habits of criticizing others and all that, we'll deal with that too. Okay. Great verse. All these verses. This is treasure, 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 man. Is sufficient in God realization. Yeah. All you need to do is distinguish illusion from the highest truth. The highest truth is love of Krishna and to be around devotees. This is all practical. Like that's why I always like Prabhupada. It's very practical in his preaching. This preaching, very practical. The highest truth, what is that? Just come here and be with ecstatic devotees. You're not going to get a higher truth than that, my friends. It ain't higher to go and chant 2 lakhs on your own with offenses there, and in your heart you're against this kind of bhakti. How is love in your heart going to awaken quickly when you're chanting 1 lakh or even 2 lakh, and in your heart you're against this bhakti? Doesn't even make sense. Be better to be a Fanny or an Amy who comes here and likes this kind of bhakti, and automatically they just start loving Krishna. Isn't that? Ask their testimonies, man. They got more love than 1,000 Jaipatakas and Radhanas, and I am not exaggerating. You bring them over here, they won't come. They're afraid. This is just too true, man. Too real here. Gohar is too passionate. It's like facing the Terminator of Maya, illusory potency, man. Who's inspiring that guy? Something behind the scenes is working. overtime. Come on, this is the best song in the world. See, just fill your mouth with praises like that. That's why he's happy. Why is Amy happy? Fills her mouth with praise of the devotees. So if you're not doing your blasphemy, don't tell me why you're unhappy. It's obvious. You got spinach on your teeth. All right, no brainer. why is Fanny happy? Look at the lady. She's always praising the devotees, and Krishna stays with her. He likes the devotees like that. So if you're not like that, just say, fie on me. Krishna, you take this away. I want to be a devotee like Fanny. I want to be a devotee like that. I want to be a devotee like Amy. I also want to wear a Gohari shirt like her, and be happy about it. Be proud of it, right? Proud of wearing your Guru shirt. Why not, man? I thought that was a fantastic thing. It went out and actually made a shirt with her Guru's name on it. That is so precious. I mean, when I saw that, I thought, man, only Amy could do something like that. Yeah, I mean, with so many beautiful devotees here. Yeah. And so there's no excuse not to make it. Okay, people, you may have some bad qualities, horrible things, but you can get over it here, man. Just take the shelter of the devotees here and Guru and the name, and you'll get over it. Don't check out, man. Just remember the teaching, Lord Caitanya. He said, if I could attain Krishna by committing suicide, I would give up millions of bodies, but I can't. I got to hear and chant and remember about Krishna, and especially in a society of devotees here like this. You follow that instruction. I'm just repeating what he said. Don't follow the instruction of the demons in your mind. No, I'm going to check out. I'm going to check out. Nobody loves me. I'm in. Come on, man. Just check that out. Let's check that out. Let's check it over there. Somewhere else. Get rid of that in you. See, it's just your whole reality will change. Can you imagine? People's realities are miserable and dark and everything because of that darkness. We'll just kick it out, man. Take the strength of the devotees. So anyway, hopefully, this is what do you call crisis management. I don't think you, SEHD, are specific yet. What is specific about what? I don't think you're specific either. Maya Samasundar. I don't know. Am I not clear, Govinda? I don't know. Maybe you're thinking about something. I don't know. You're not even specific in what you're saying to me. I don't even hear. So I think it's something in your mind too, because you're not being specific about what I'm not specific about. Get it. Try again. Get it more clear. Yeah. Okay, so get your booty up here and just give it to me in the sound vibration. I don't want to sit there and read every doggone thing. There's so many comments here, I can't tell who's where, what's there, and all that. And I got to read all that stuff, big, long, complicated. Get up here and say something. See, as one attentively and submissively hears the message of the Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within the heart. Good question should be, what is the message of the Bhagavatam? What is the essential message? Okay? Take shelter of Krishna, especially with Lord Caitanya. He gave us the easy way to do this. Take shelter, again, I'll repeat the damn thing for 10 zillion times. Take the shelter of the holy name in association with real devotees, if you're lucky to have it. If not, take the association of the name and go into the forest or wherever you have to do it. But nobody will do it. That's why the Lord sends his devotees. He knows that. You know, people need big help. This is Kali Yuga. Thank you, Lord, for providing this association. This is the message of the Bhagavatams we preach here every day. We are a manifestation of the message, personification of the message. Yeah, just come into this association and hear these truths and these glories about Krishna and his devotees, the intimate confidential glories about the confidential path and the access to the path and the way to make mega fast, spontaneous progress, and to get the association, the transcendental association of Lord Caitanya, who is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. The only meaning, that's a verse there we read in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Lord Caitanya is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. What is the meaning of that verse? This relationship with Lord Caitanya, this mercy, these teachings, this ecstatic worship is the only meaning, because that's Lord Caitanya. He's that. Okay? And when you get Lord Caitanya, then now your life has meaning, man. Otherwise, there's no meaning. There would be no meaning to my life. Without Lord Caitanya, I have no meaning, man. It's empty and meaningless. You can go to many people in the Mayavadi thing, they say, yeah, life is empty and meaningless. That's their realization. The Buddha, it's all about emptiness. Just become empty. Well, where's any fullness? Oh, that's illusion. All kinds of speculations. Nobody knows except intimate devotees of the Lord in the real line who've gotten the real mercy and are really ecstatic and very truthful and very knowledgeable of the absolute truth as it really is. And I think we got all those things going for us here. What do you think, Amy? Lalita, Govinda, Satchidananda Das. Yes, don't caress the sleeves of the demons. Good point. Okay, here's Tom's comment. Let's see. To say some people in this Sangha is not really identifying. They say they're yeah, that's not. I can't read all these things, man. It's just too much for me. Here's the, I don't understand why some can fluctuate so much after so many years. Well, it's this, these things are stubborn in people. Some people have very stubborn anarthas. These are anarthas. They're unwanted habits. See this thing of blaming. Look at all the Democrats. They got that. They blame, destroying the whole world by blaming others. Yeah, and they got this. It's like dark stuff going on inside, and they won't acknowledge it. So some in our Sangha, they have some dark inside. It's very hard for them to acknowledge. They just want to go into the externalize it, you know, and it just comes up again and again and again. That's why I say those who I'm talking about have only 2 or 3 things. Once that's gone, they're finished. So I'm just kind of taking the little chopper and spade and going to work. Hopefully, otherwise, I don't know. The person's threatening, you know, to check out and all that stuff, you know. Yeah, so I don't know. I want to do something. I don't want to be helpless and hopeless. The Lord has given me intelligence. I was analyzing the situation. I see what the problem is. All I can do is advise. Person has to take it up. You know, I'm here to inspire. I'm like a bhakti coach. You know, coach people how to make it. You got to do the work. Do some exercise, man. Exercise these things out. Don't be lazy. Well, I don't want to study. I don't want to look at a YouTube video about, you know, traumas and learn to identify a 12-step. I don't know. I went once and, You know, I'm sorry, man. That done cut it, man. That half-hearted shit, man. Get real. It's time to get real. People in this Sangha are those who come to class, Tom. Simple. Yeah. Is Johan here? I don't know. Okay, next, another verse here. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Shukadev Goswami. See, the book, Shukadev Goswami heard it from his father, who actually wrote it down too. And so we do the same. You know, we have this book, Bhagavat. See, devotion was awakened in Shukadev Goswami, and then when he spoke it, Maharaj Parikshit and other devotees woke up, attained love of Godhead very quick. You see why you need to hear it from devotees who are awake and empowered with this bhakti. Then it works. It works so good that bhakti is awakening. People still have anarthas, big ones, tough weeds. You know, a lot of water went on those weeds, so they're like. You ever see weeds? They're hard to pull out, man. Some of them, man, they don't want to come out. They've been rooted in there. So we got some people like that, and so it takes a big, strong yank sometimes. Also, like on a dentist, so you go to a dentist, sometimes they pull a tooth out, that's abscessed and all that. I've been there, sometimes dentist says, boy, this is a tough one, man. And you got to stand on a chair and then you got to just, let's numb you up really good here, man. And, so we got to do that with some of these anarthas, with some of these devotees here, man. So just think of me as a dentist, getting up on the chair with both hands, trying to yank it out, man. I'm a big yank. Evo, I feel great. All right. Evo, that's what I wanted to hear, man. I was going to ask you, how you doing? I need to give you a call sometime. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Yeah. Okay, where was I? Sorry about keeping you guys up too late, so late. Yeah. Yeah, O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Shukadev Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Okay? You see people read the Srimad Bhagavatam, many of us also, but when you really hear it from the empowered devotees, it's so great. Yeah. And then the Lord gives people the ability, because when love awakens in your heart and bliss, even people with the anarthas, keep looking at you guys out there who I may be talking to, and you think, I'm singling you out. Look at all the bliss the Lord's given you. Look, and the spiritual happiness, even though you have these terrible things inside. See? And they're going to come out very easily, actually. Well, maybe not so easily, but you got to have some challenge in this life. Make it your life mission to get the blame game out of you. Make it the whole. Like, can you imagine how much power you'll get if you say, I got 3 things I want to accomplish. Like, I want to stop blaming devotees and finding faults and weaknesses in devotees. That is my mission in life. And I also want to, what's the other thing? I also want to, um, what is the other thing? What is the other thing there? Oh, I forgot. The other thing. I also want to get rid of that too. That's my mission in life. How about that? Just 2, 3 things. Make it your mission in life. And boy, man, are you going to go fast. Bhaktitam says, replying to Bhaktitam. So CHD said he doesn't know if Johan is in this sung. See, again, I thought you said, is Johan here? Am I wrong? I don't know, man. You know what? Baby Tom, stop talking and just listen, because I don't know, man. You're misunderstanding everything I'm saying. That's all I know. I thought you said, is Johan here? So I said, I don't know. That's what I heard. So maybe you said more, but it's a kind of I'm not in a space to read every thing, detail, and all these things right now. There is surely one, yeah. Well, we got to expect problems, Are we perfect devotees yet? I don't think any of us are. But I'm not going to give up this Sangha because I got a few problems. I'm going to count my blessings. I advise you also out there. Count how many blessings you got. Oh, you got ecstatic devotion. Oh boy, is that a blessing. Oh, you laugh and cry when you chant Hare. Oh my God, is that a blessing, man? People would die for that. You know how many people chanting 1-2 lakhs a day and never cry like devotees like this who don't do those things. So count that as a blessing. Oh, you understand. Oh, you love these books. Oh, count that as a blessing. Oh, you chant the holy name. Oh, and you're understanding the value of this. Oh, what a blessing. Oh, you got so many already. The Lord has given himself to you inside. Wow, what a blessing. Use him. Use God. Yes, use him. Use him. He likes to be used. Otherwise, what is the purpose of him? Use the Lord's name and in chanting in ecstasy. Use his pastimes. And if you're not feeling them, well, I'll tell you why. Just, Lord, say, I want to get rid of my offenses against devotees, my going against them, being jealous of their good fortune. You see a devotee advancing and you become jealous. That is a terrible quality. Lord, take that away from me, please, so I can chant. What do you want to? What would you like to get into those offenses? You want to go and criticize more and then not have more of Krishna? You make the choice out there. You know who you are. You want to chant in ecstasy and intimacy and communion more with Krishna, or you want to go and block that by criticizing and finding faults with devotees, and pointing out bad qualities in them and pissing them off and being jealous of their advancing in devotional service. You want to keep that, or you want that to go? At least you may not be able to give it up because you watered that weed a long time, but the Lord can do it. The Lord can help you. He's just looking for you to really, really want to get rid of it. I know. I really observed carefully today. I was looking at a person dealing with this stuff. And then I said, yeah, I'll chant Hare Krishna, but with a sheepish smile. But I don't really want to get rid of it. I thought, oh, this is the problem. Lack of resolve. I just want to, but I really don't, because I kind of like, this is kind of, I get a lot of attention like this and all this, and pity parties and all that stuff. You really like that? Well, anyway, Krishna automatically is showing you until you get fed up with that. I just help identifying it more. If you're lucky, you'll watch this video. If you don't watch it, well, it's obviously you can't, bear this truth. And And then you'll probably do whatever you wanted to do. I don't know what that is. All I can do is to advise and try to assist, because the Lord gives me some understanding. I pay it forward down here. I still don't know who is talking to who, where, here. Oh my God, is still very not specific and unclear. Yeah, so that you don't have to worry about who exactly I'm talking about, okay? So don't, just rest your mind on that. Because I don't need to kind of put out, that's, you know, if the shoe fits, just think there's might be somebody in the ethers like that, okay? And it's good you don't know. Uh-huh. Okay. I might leave it soon here. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to end this here. Yeah. Yeah, let go, let go, let go. Yeah. That goes for everybody. Let go of the bullshit, man. Let it go down the drain. If it's giving you problems, get rid of it. Drop the baggage. So that's all it is. And if you can't, Krishna will help. You got to keep using it. If he sees sincerity, man, he sees that we want to give up those offenses, even though it's deeply lodged in our heart. He'll help. It's just like like Sarvabhauma, when a devotee was envious of Lord Caitanya and was a fault finder. See, we can have that here, devotees like that. See, the devotees wanted to get rid. This was the son-in-law of Sarvabhauma, and the son of Anyway, there was the family member, and so both husband and wife, Sarva said, "Let Sati become a widow. Get rid of this person if he's a fault finder of Lord Caitanya." See, and the Lord didn't let it go. The Lord went, even though they cursed their own son to go, because it was so, that finding fault with God and the devotees and guru and all that is not a wonderful quality. But still, because he's Lord Caitanya, he went and put his hand on the heart of the devotee who was suffering because of those things. Just like here, you devotees that are, you know who I'm talking to. You're suffering here because of those offenses. And the Lord is already in you. And he'll put his hand over your heart and take that away if you want that envy to go. Don't wait for the other people to change. Just change your own heart and everything will change. Okay? So your heart will change. The Lord's already inside you. He's got his hand on your heart. And just all he's looking for you is to sincerely want this lifted, these ghosts, these demons inside, lifted them off you. You got the power inside you. It's been awakened. So take advantage, and you have the devotees here to help. Yeah, otherwise it's a tug of war. Drop the rope, man. Let it go. Let the demons go out into hell, because they can't. They don't want to come along. They want to take you. There was this story. It's about this. This happens here right now. You don't have to wait to die. But this one story of this devotee, a Christian, could go over into the other side and see what happens there. And he saw people. Here, we can do something about these demons. We can get rid of them here. But there, when you carry them with you here, they drag you to the hell. And just like they're doing here, And you some of these, if you're unhappy being here in Krishna consciousness, there's just some little anartha demons inside that are dragging you into that hellish consciousness. That's all. You just got to say, oh, these are trying to drag me down, pull me down. Okay? Pulling down is not like triggering those things so they come up and they want to go out. You got to say, oh, these are troubles. I got troubles here that have been triggered from my past, my traumas. Oh, Lord, please take these away. Oh, dear devotees. Oh, what can I learn from you? You got devotees here that've been through these different programs, and they look like Govinda. He's very steady because the stuff is out of him. He took responsibility for this stuff. He's acknowledging these things, see, and Krishna's taking them away. He can do that for everybody here. Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll stop here. Hare Krishna, everybody, and till we meet again. So, Karuna, I'll call you on the signal. Is that okay? Oh, I'll just talk to you here. Hey, there we are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's see if it works any good. Otherwise, the signal will be better, probably.
Well, I would use signal. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You want to use signal?
No, because signal is. I left my phone with the SIM card, so I don't have access to my phone right now.
Was it a mistake, or you just ran out of there? You got it.
I ran out of there. I didn't have time to start asking questions. So, excuse me, is my phone there?
What happened? What happened over there when you?
Listen. She gets triggered and she jumps on Restream.
Right.
Starts shouting at you. And I was saying to her, "What are you doing? You're not in the right. Maharaj doesn't want this. Don't do it." And she was doing what she was doing, and you were telling her how it was. And then when she hung up the phone, she accused you of not being loyal to her and not being a good husband to her because
same old stuff.
Yeah, you let Maharaj say all these things about me. You let all the devotees say all these things about me. And I was going, listen, I'm going for a shower. Back off. She wouldn't back off, so I sprayed the shower, and then she wouldn't back off, and she smashed things in the bathroom. So I just turned the hose pipe on her and just poured water on her. And she says, "Right, get out of my house." And I said, "I'm out that door, baby. I've tried.
Yeah,
you've tried. I've tried, and I'm damaging myself." And I realized why I was drinking so much. You get the fuck away from her, dude. I wanted to numb her pain on me.
You wanted to do what?
I wanted to numb the pain that she was causing. I was in toxic world. That's why I was drinking so much. But that's why I need an escape.
Needed an escape from that. Yeah. Being around toxic.
Get a few beer and relax, get my head clear.
Yeah.
You've seen it, and hopefully she gets through this because it's a big bad dog.
Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for years, and but I know it's clear to me, and the method is I watched her today. I was watching her thing for like about an hour, really observing all this, and it's almost like she doesn't want to get rid of this. It's like she gets a kind of a life from it.
It's her best friend. She's known all her life.
Yeah, but look, it's destroying everything. It's destroying her relationship with you, with the devotees, with her guru, with Krishna. Yeah, everything. It's just, but sometimes, people need to come like to the end of the rope, and.
Yeah, I think
she started.
Actually, I was facilitating her to some degree. The first time I left, the only reason I came back was to say goodbye to you, and then I want to go. I want to say goodbye to Maharaj. I want to be there to say goodbye. And then myself and Yamuna were left in the house. Let's start again. 2 years later, and the same thing happens. Like, okay, I protect this jiva. I'm not as charitable as can be. I cannot, we've tried.
Yeah, I
Save
mean,
my own.
you gotta and you gotta work on yourself too. You gotta not be like that kind of person, because you gotta be different than that. So, and that's good to take some space from that, because I mean, otherwise you're in a dysfunctional relationship. There's no change. I mean, it's not, if she'd be willing to, change the behavior, otherwise it's destructive, and I mean, so I don't know, this is, so
You know,
save yourself.
it's there. Yeah, and she told me many times to leave. She says, "Please leave. You cannot handle me." She says, "This is too powerful. It's going to take me down and you, and I don't want you or back to you to suffer because of me." She understands what she has inside her. She even to the point of wanting her partner, her husband, her whatever, to get away from her.
Hmm. Well, she has to have the desire to get that out. I didn't see any desire to really change, like it's almost like the demon is taken over and manifesting through, like, this, it's so identified,
To get to
and
grip, it goes down. Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. So this is a tough one. So, but that's, see, nature automatically. She's her nose is against the wall, and what can be done if she wants to check out? I can't. What are you going to do? Just she just all I can say, like with what I said, is you want to work
Perfectly.
on yourself. Yeah, you want to work on yourself or not? You want to get rid of it? Krishna will help you. You got Krishna. You got this thing. You got Sangha devotees. But this thing is destroying your relationships with everything, with Krishna, uh, uh, with the devotees, with your husband, with everything, And what do you have left? Nothing. And all because you're feeding that, and you're keeping that. So she has to be on, like, okay, what do I want in life? Do I want to just be like that and have this destroy me, destroy everything?
I think this is going to be a good lesson. Me leave because
Yeah.
her brother and sister left because they couldn't deal with her shit, and then I, understanding her shit, to leave. So she must be going, okay, this is enough. Hopefully it'll be a good help for her to be by herself, and we'll we'll see,
Yeah.
because
Let's see. Yeah. What can be done? Yeah. All the tools are here. She has to just use them,
yeah, that demon
Yeah.
doesn't want
Yeah.
her
Well,
fighting.
this is, yeah, it's fighting, but, let's see. Maybe some miracle will come.
You never know. You never know. Maybe
Yeah.
Govinda will lay.
Yeah. So, what is your plan now? You're going to just stay there and are you at your parents' place?
Yes. Whole family house. They're all
Yeah.
downstairs watching television, and they're
Of course.
they're all they're all wondering, why did you pick now to come 2 days before Christmas? Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah. 2 days before Christmas. So
it
they
happens, but
welcome you there. They
yeah,
welcome you there,
yeah,
and
very much so. They have my best intentions, and look,
yeah,
you have my job, but get you a SIM card, all those things. So they're very helpful, and
yeah. So
they've
just,
met you more. Sorry,
huh? Yeah.
they've
Yes.
they've met you more, and they
Yeah.
understand. They've seen things, and they're like, shit, this girl wants the center of everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Me, yes, they've seen it
Yeah.
too. They understand. Track record
Yeah.
with women is not very good.
I don't think anybody's track weather. Women, they're built like with some faulty things. This is part Christian, that's the teaching, and the men too, when they get together, it never works right. You gotta, but this is perfect, Radha and Krishna. Oh man, I love this, man. This
Your
is
class
fantastic.
yesterday, your reading yesterday, just. I mean, I was in so much anxiety the whole day. It was all this maybe
Yeah,
this and but brains, and when I just got settled and I turned on
yeah,
your oh, just yeah.
yeah, that's good. Yeah. We'll do more of that. Yeah. Oh, I haven't ended the stream yet. Oh my God. I thought I ended the stream. Uh-oh.
Did it end? You did it.
Hey,
We're gonna,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
you may not have,
to
you may
show
not
that. I
have to
was
put that one public either. You may have to put that one private.
maybe not. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. Maybe I have to cut it. I don't know. Well, it's true though. Yeah, I mean, we want to help everybody. I want to help even the tough cases. Okay, all right. So, just one second. Here. It's raining. Oh, it's raining. Just a second. I'll be right there.
Okay. Torrential rain in Mexico, which you has. Nothing was said that didn't need to be heard. Yeah, true. It's good to have some confidential intel.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing was didn't need to be heard. It's true. Tried, we
yeah,
stone, snapped, scratched. So gotta
yeah,
fly our own airplane.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's at the point you have to do something. It has to because it's for everybody's benefit, especially hers. I mean, it's so you're so close. See, only these two, three things have to, you have to kind of exercise them out, man, and then everything will be great.
She sees it happening. She sees it happening. She knows it's coming up, but it's territory it's familiar with, and no one likes going into unfamiliar territory. So she's like, okay, I know how this goes. I know how this plays out. So let's engage. And off she goes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we'll pray for her, and you know. Yeah.
Beautiful here.
So anyway,
Your words. I can see that you had a lot of emotion behind your words. It was very heartfelt. Like, oh, I'm not alone. It's me. I'm not the crazy one here. But that's crazy. I'm not saying. But it was like
no, you gotta, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta, take care of yourself, and she's got to take care of herself too. I mean, you gotta. I mean, Krishna's taking care of us too, but we have to, there's things in the way he wants to make us aware so we can get rid of them. Otherwise, you could see, Raganuga Bhakti is whatever's unfavorable for advancing the spiritual life has to go. And that is unfavorable. And so that just has to go. Otherwise, you're not advancing. You're this reoccurring thing. I mean, there's advancement there, but it's kind of a crooked thing. This thing keeps coming back and it's like biting you on the ass. It's like the alligator, in Gajendra.
We're in very high altitude here. So the people who come here, the devotees who come here, are very elevated. So any attack towards them, Krishna's going to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. You don't know how. That's the thing. Devotees have devotion here, and you got to be careful. So I'm just trying to warn the person who also has some devotion to be careful because Krishna, it's like Sachi Lord Caitanya taught this stuff. These are essential principles, and we have to teach them again because the same kind of bhakti is happening. His own mother was against Advaita. Just a set of things, because of attachment, but still, Lord Chaitanya wanted to teach the point. She was a pure devotee, the mother of God, and he says, I'm sorry, I can't give you prema bhakti because your offense against a pure devotee like Advaita. See? So these things are intact here. And so if you wonder why am I, I want these to go. Well, you got to admit and that you're offended devotees, offensive. Even devotee may not take offense, but you can tell Krishna does if you can't chant in ecstasy, if you don't feel the shelter. I mean, I don't take offense. I mean, I don't want people to fail here. I don't want, I want them to make it, not have to take another birth because of these offenses. You'll have to come back. I mean, if she dies, And she should hear this, and everybody else should hear this. If you die with offenses against devotees, you're coming back to rectify it. Because Prabhupada said that. He said, when you see advanced devotees here, they may come, to as avatars and stuff, but they also could come if they were offensive to pure devotees in the previous life. You can do that. You can offend pure devotees, even though you have some bhakti. See? And the Lord, you might have to come here to rectify it, myself included, anybody. We're always at risk at this. I mean, there's just a couple things you got to understand, and that's one of the big ones.
If any devotees out there have feel offended by my actions, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I'm kind of a joker. So there was no actual intent. It was just playful.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, we'll see if that flies. You can tell if you get ecstatic when you chant, then you're getting really free. You got to really be sincere when you say, please, please, really, like when it really comes, I really want this bhakti, man. Please forgive me.
If these sensitive souls are going to block my path to Vaikuntha or to Vrindavan, that's it. Never end. You get in my way. We're already there, Maharaj. It's brilliant. We're already there. We're all there. Even though I might have got a little bit of focus with some, it's when I hear the Shastra being read the way you experience, it's just that's my nicotine.
You got at least you got Govinda's mercy there. He says, I can't help but love that karuna.
You see. That proves that Govinda is a pure devotee.
Yeah, even he can love somebody like a karuna. That takes mercy. When you play your guitar, karuna, I float in the nectar. Also, your voice. Fanny, how does she get so much mercy?
Tuned into the right place. You just tuned in.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Merry Christmas over there, and get your shit together.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Stay up in your room more. Don't stay away from that TV.
Words are easy said. Yes, but that's okay. I'm banned on Facebook now, so no one can be annoyed by me again.
Oh, you're banned on Facebook too, huh?
I was just playing. I was playing with Tom. I said, Tom, after this broadcast, I'm going to kick you in the AXX. And Facebook went,
AXX? And that was so bad. Wow.
I'm going to kick you in the AXX.
You're probably on their list. You're on a list.
I have to speak with bigger time.
Yeah. Okay, I got to go, man. It's getting late. Hare Krishna, everybody. See you later.
Hare Krishna.